So yeah, season finale, and we couldn't think of a better person to end this season with, yeah? We'll be back, by the way, in September, sometime in September. And today we have Eman Almannaei. And, well, I told her we're not going to sell apartments today. She was like, no, but shwaya towards the end. But today it's more about her story, right? Who she is and what she's been through and how did she reach where she is today. Please welcome Eman Almannaei, everyone.
في أجمل انزين. A very great morning to all of you. I'll use a lot of football example since we are in the World Cup, and I appreciate your time. I know time here in the group is money, but hopefully the information I'll be sharing with you all today will benefit at the end. So I'll take two people to know the reason, raise your hand, why he's here today. Don't be shy. Ahmed, hey. Why you are here today? Allah يعز شانك. Second? Yeah.
Get this hired.
Okay, great. Inshallah you will. So, I choose this title because our life is between these two B's, always. And if we knew that life will never stay in the same line. So, when we are happy, as we are now, we have to enjoy every second. If we are sad, we know it is a period of time and it will pass. So, the reason I'm sharing my story today, it's not because it's the greatest story. I'm sure behind and in front of me a lot of better stories. The reason I'm sharing it is to tally it with yours and to see how you can reflect from the points I have passed through to your story and your success. So, always dream big, yeah? Let me be here so you can see the pictures. I searched in the albums 40 years ago, this picture. And I am the one in the last row. So the girl in the last row. And believe it or not, that was Eman Almannaei, a shy little girl, until I became a teenager. I tried to be hidden always. I was afraid to talk in front of a crowd. I was the only girl, the eldest, between three boys. So I wasn't wanted to be seen. And to show you that in life, you never can predict where you will be. And things that I call it earthquake from God, it will shake you either to bring you to the first row or you will go further behind. So the choice is yours, and not always yours. Sometimes you are pushed to go to the front. So, my degree basically is computer programming. Has nothing to do with real estate. I never put a minimum plan to be a relator or to engage in this field. And I suffer a lot in computer programming. But when the king introduced the law of freehold property in 2002, I found out that it is something interesting, something new. Let me go and try it and explore it. When I went to it, I became addicted. And I became in love with it. So I tried to move from computer programming to real estate. But because my knowledge at that time was zero, I know nothing, I failed in the first interview. I knew nothing about real estate. They chose me because of the what? I just want to make sure that you're not sleeping, okay? Of the personality. And I start collecting certification in real estate. Why is that? Because the investor, if he's not confident about the knowledge and the know-how, he won't give you his life saving. So, and I was proud to put it in every office I've been through. I mean, 3 jobs as a general manager, I left it because I was dreaming bigger, to go higher. So sometime when you feel that you are squeezed, you have to change. But don't change يعني GFH بعد هشام's here. يعني in the same path. So, in every life of every single one of you here, there is a turning point, correct? And this point, either it will raise you higher or it will destroy you, right? Okay, so everyone have a different scenario. I had this. In 2001, I was newly joined Bahrain University. I passed by my mother's car accident. This is her car. My brother passed away. He was 15 years old. My other brother, he was 13. Both of them, they stayed in the hospital for 4 months. I was 20. And as I said, I was the back row girl that know nothing to handle, that know nothing how to manage a home, that know nothing to take care of anybody. I was taken care of for years. So it was tough, it wasn't easy, but God gave me the strength, and I was a rock from 2001 till today. So it doesn't mean that I'm not emotional, no, but I knew that life is very short period of time. So we have to enjoy every single minute of it. Things turn over in a second. And what I can see, especially in the youth, that they get worried about things that like it will stay forever. It's not. So you have to enjoy your life. You live once. You have to keep something, let's say, for people to remember you about. So I felt, hello, Egypt. So I felt from that moment and what I've been through, it's a very long story which I cannot shorten it in 30 minutes. You have to buy my book, okay, to read it in details. But I felt it's something in me that I have to motivate people. I have to, we call it zakat al-ilm. What I knew, I have to pass it to the generation. Because people there who are, let's say, sending negative impact and negative message are a lot. And this starts affecting the youth. So I went as a volunteer to Bahrain schools, intermediary, primary, high school, as a volunteer to educate and motivate the youth and tell them that nothing is impossible. If we had all the success story in life, and as I said, I'll use a lot of examples from the World Cup, okay? You know the player which we are proud now as an Arab with Moroccan team, an Egyptian team. His name is Ismail. When I read his story, he born with 2 legs that he cannot walk. And his mom, she took him to all the specialists. They tell her, your son, impossible that he will walk. Now he's the best player on the team because she believed in him. She spent a lot of time and money to raise this child As a mom, she believed. Regardless of what the doctors say, he became the greatest player. And see him and read his story. It's very inspiring. I gave a lot of real estate education. I went to the ministries, different ministries in Bahrain. I tried to interview people with their doctors from universities. So there is no use from your education if you don't share it at all. I published 2 books, one in 2019, the other one was in 2024. The first one, I share points about life and real estate and tips, how you enter this market. And in GFH, it's easy for you to enter with 1,500 dinar only. So if you don't know this offer, you can come to me in the first floor later. I have to. I mean, there are a lot. And at least 10 sales. Okay. I love to explore new things. So I went to perfumes. And from perfumes, I learned that you will never, ever have a very luxury smell without putting raw, bitter ingredients in the sweets. If you depend only on the sweet things, you will never have this formula which will let other people to ask you about. And this is life. It's a mix of these two. You have to have all of it to have a great and unique fragrance. Everyone has something different, have different smell, have different taste. But for sure, there is like a crowd will love it. And you have to spread it more. This is the secret of happiness. If you have a tough life, to give is a joy for you, not for the people you give. If you didn't do any trip, this was in Syria with the children's. It was one of the best trip ever in my life. Although there is zero comfort or luxury in it at all. I try to search for the room, which I spent 7 nights and I couldn't find. Because maybe in this 1 week, even I didn't touch my phone. I told my mom that I was in heaven. I learned from them before they learned from me. I was in need for their stories more they are for our money and gifts. So if you never volunteer, do it. Let it be something new from this time onward. And I guarantee you, you will be addicted. I'm addicted for 10 years. Okay. My brother was in the back seat, and he took this picture. Why? He told me, Eman, the present and the past. I start from zero. When I say zero, it doesn't mean financially zero. Zero knowledge. Zero confidence. Zero trust. Okay, and I wasn't depending financially on anybody. So my first salary was 300 BD. I was affording a Sunny, exactly the same, golden one. Okay? And now where I reach, I was smiling in this picture because I told my brother, see, this is the car, the first car I bought, and see where I am today. Okay? So next time, when you see me in the corridor, don't just see me as a real estate expert. See me as a woman who have a broken heart for more than one time, who has lost a lot in business and money and dear people, who have missed the target so many times, but still I was continue to aim because, again, in the football, if you stop shooting the ball, you will never score. You have to continue, regardless of how many times you lose. So, yeah, imagine from the girl in the back row where I am today, presenting in one of the biggest company leading real estate. So imagine one day where all you'll be. Thank you.
Allah يعطيك العافية.
عافيك.
Very inspiring and very emotional,
Yeah.
I would say. And you've touched points on a lot of things. It's either these events break you or make you better, right? Bigger. But also you touched point on knowledge sharing and giving back, and that has just
A great finale. What can we say? Any question?
So do you have any question for Eman? Anyone? Yes, about apartments maybe?
Apartments never. About life.
All right, so I guess we concluded
Good.
this season finale. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Enjoy the coffee and the rest of the day, and we'll
we
see
need
you inshallah
group
back in
picture.
September.
Yeah?
Thank
Group
you.
picture?
Group picture, sure.
However like to. Yeah.
Hayakum, please come on the stage. Let's take a group picture.